Sorry about this construction that we have next door. It's like totally ruining our reverie in the garden. We are in the mini apple orchard at my house in Amagansett on Long Island. We've had this house for coming up on 20 years. I think really when I got this house is when I started planting a kitchen garden. We planted all of these apple trees. We have a peach tree over there. And then over the years, I've experimented with planting different things in the vegetable garden. I really started gardening much later in life. I'm a New York City kid, so we didn't grow up really with any access to gardening. And I feel like I used to really not have a green thumb at all. And I didn't really understand very much about soil and gardening and how everything went. I've had many moments where I've killed things, especially potted plants, overwatering them, underwatering them. I started really getting the inspiration because of our food systems and learning about how up until basically the end of World War II, Americans all had a kitchen garden. Many, many households grew their own fruits and vegetables and had their own chickens, and the population was so much healthier then. And I really started to understand the link between kind of this industrial food complex that we have in America and how unwell we've become as a nation. And I don't know, there's just something so satisfying and so grounding about being in your own garden where you've planted something and then you're sharing it with people that you love. It's just this beautiful circle that gets completed. I think it's dual wellness aspects. Alrighty. Bud. See, the tomatoes are coming. Whenever I go into the garden, I always kind of have that moment of awe. I feel so lucky that I actually have a garden that's full of vegetables. And I think it's probably the part of my day where I feel the most humble in a way, just how awe-inspiring nature is, that it can produce all of these beautiful things for us to eat. And I always feel an incredible sense of calm. There's just something about being in there, foraging, harvesting your dinner or your breakfast or lunch or whatever the case may be. And it's where I always feel the happiest. That's Gaucho. He's my best friend. This is lamb's ear kind of lettuce, and then this is a kind of romaine over here. It's a little early for the eggplants, but all the peppers are coming. Got to be careful with these guys, they're spiky. But they're beautiful. Well, planting season is over, but now it's that beautiful time where things are really coming ripe. So the zucchinis are looking really beautiful, and the lettuces, and of course all the herbs, which go all summer long. There's a real bounty in there right now. Take a jalapeno. That's gonna be good. Spicy. Oh, he's such a good dog. Stretch it out, stretch it out. Yes. Oh boy, who's here? You gonna start barking? Gaucho? Gaucho! Oh boy. There he goes. Okay. I'm a person who really loves to be in nature. I always feel like my nervous system down-regulates a little bit if I've got the sky and the green. It's just this immediate, calming force. You can take 2 sage leaves, put a little anchovy in the middle, dip it in batter and fry it. And it's like the most delicious thing of all time. Okay, I gotta deal with this lettuce. This is terrible. I was gone for a week and all my lettuce is bolted. Oh, bolting, it's when it sort of starts to shoot upwards and then it gets quite bitter. So you're supposed to cut it before it starts bolting up. See, it's really bitter. So gotta deadhead it. It's okay, it'll be good for my compost. This is less of a wellness visit than usual because I was very upset to find my lettuce so bolted. But, you know, sometimes in the pursuit of peace, you're served obstacles and, you know, it's all in how you deal with the obstacles. So it actually is fortuitous. And the next time you come, I'm going to have perfectly succulent lettuce ready to pick. I would recommend gardening, even if, you know, you have just like window boxes, really, because it's something that anybody can do. And the result, like the ROI, the return on investment is so incredible. It's like you put seeds in some good soil and you water it and put it in the sun and you start to get this beautiful kind of reward from the soil. Again, I just think it's a very grounding practice. I really feel like my other worries kind of just diminish, you know, it's like the volume gets turned down on the other worries in my life. And anything that I do that keeps me connected to nature, I think always pulls me out of any complicated situation and more into the present.